India's aviation sector faced one of its biggest meltdowns this week, and the impact was felt by thousands of passengers across the country. After 4 days of chaos, cancellations, and confusion, the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, the DGCA, has now withdrawn its new weekly rest rule for pilots, a rule that had triggered severe disruption at India's busiest airports. The rollback came after more than 1,000 IndiGo flights were cancelled since Tuesday. The worst-hit airports included Delhi, Bengaluru, Hyderabad, and Chennai, where departures and arrivals dropped in huge numbers, leaving terminals packed with frustrated travelers, long queues, and overflowing help desks. In its notification, the DGCA said the decision was taken in view of ongoing operational disruptions and after airlines warned that continuing with the rule would make operations unstable. The controversial clause said pilots' weekly rest could not be replaced with leave, and this was part of a wider push to enforce stricter crew rest norms. IndiGo, which controls nearly 60% of India's domestic market, cancelled all flights from Delhi till midnight and halted services from Chennai till 6 p.m. today. The airline blamed what it called a multitude of unforeseen challenges, including minor technical issues, congestion, winter operations, and weather. But inside the aviation sector, the consensus is clear. The real trigger was the enforcement of the new flight duty time limitations, or FDTL rules, designed to prevent pilot fatigue and improve safety. On Thursday, IndiGo admitted to regulators that the meltdown was caused by misjudgment and planning gaps in adapting to these fatigue rules, even though the industry had almost 2 years to prepare. Its on-time performance hit a shocking 8.5%, the lowest in the airline's history. To put the scale in perspective, IndiGo operates more than 200 flights a day, almost double Air India's operations. In an airline this large, even a 10% disruption can cripple the system, affecting up to 400 flights and stranding tens of thousands of passengers. The numbers this week were staggering. In Delhi alone, 135 departures and 90 arrivals were cancelled on Friday. Bengaluru saw more than 100 flights scrapped, and Hyderabad reported 92 cancellations in a single day. Nationwide, more than 600 flights were cancelled in just 48 hours, the worst operational collapse the airline has seen in its 20-year journey. For now, with the DGCA stepping back from its earlier order, India's airlines are expected to stabilize operations. But this episode has raised serious questions about planning, preparedness, and how close India's aviation ecosystem is to the edge when a single policy shift can trigger a nationwide shutdown.